Luka, the statistical production kind of speaks for itself in the efficiency and where you're getting your shots from. But how JJ talked about you kind of managing the game, right? And when they were blitzing, making the right passes, the rebounds. How did you see that kind of the whole picture for you in defending as well?
Yeah, I feel like in the second half, they were trying some blitzes. I think the paint was more close, so that's how I tried to, obviously kind of control the game, And I think I managed that good today. A lot of times, sometimes I don't do it, but I think I managed that good today.
It's the first time a Lakers started the season with 2 40-plus point games. How about this kind of continuation from how you were playing with your national team, feeling healthy? How has this felt to start the season for you?
It's felt great. Yeah, we should have won the first game, but obviously it's a good comeback. I think Minnesota is a great team. We had to do a lot to win today. But myself, I feel great. Just trying to and want to win every game.
Luka, obviously you want to get everyone involved, but in the first quarter when, they were burning up the nets the way they were, did you feel like you had to kind of keep pace with what they were doing? And then, I guess, how did things open up as the game went on for your teammates?
I feel like, we started when they were up 10 in the first 5-6 minutes. So I felt, we just needed to be more physical, not only on the defensive end, but more on the offensive end too. So just trying to drive the ball, read the defenses, and just go from there.
When you think back to last year's first-round series, what comes to your mind, and did you think back to it at all over the last couple of days coming into tonight?
I honestly didn't. As I always say, last year was really tough for me. Just want to forget about last season, just trying to move on. But I didn't really think about that first series, just because, we're second game. We're going to meet them 2 or 3 more times, so it's going to be a war every time we play them.
Luka, everyone talks about the joy you play with. You did a little shimmy there after the three-point shot. Where did that come from? Was that a Steph Curry steal, or was that Luka's steal, shimmy?
No, it's honestly because I don't know what to do at those moments. I said that before. I just do some stupid thing, and I don't know what to do. And that just came out. It's got to be better. I got to work on it.
All right, DeAndre Ayton, you get your first victory as a Laker, and Minnesota took the lead early. You guys really had to use a lot of force to get back into it. What did it take tonight?
Just trusting Luka, trusting the coaches, following the task at hand. Mainly coming in tonight, we wanted to just protect the paint, not give them easy ones. And they made some tough shots, but we was making our shots as well. And we tried to get back on defense. It was killing us early in the transition, getting the ball out early and getting down the floor. So we started to pick up on that end. Just made some adjustments quickly. And, it was like a playoff game almost, the amount of adjustments we did on the defensive end, just to get back in the game.
DeAndre, you had a couple of big dunks inside the second half. Things seemed to open up with Luka and Austin scoring on the perimeter. What did you see from your guards tonight?
Man, they were on fire. I just truly appreciate their craft. Just how crafty they are by themselves as well. But just getting that guy off them a little bit, opens up the floor for everybody, and me rolling to the rim. So it's almost like picking your poison, and them dudes went off.
DeAndre, what adjustment did you guys make at halftime defensively? It looked like you made an impact there.
Yeah, just mainly sticking to our rules and principles, really trying to show Anthony Edwards, a full team guarding him, a full 5, and really just not making him get to our rim. We'll settle for fadeaway jump shots and, little outside paint shots, and, we live with a contested 3. But other than that, I feel like we all did a good job locking up the elbows and boxes, just really showing them a huge presence.
And then last one for you, head to your first Laker road game now in the regular season up in Sacramento. What's going to be the key for you?
Mainly just staying consistent, being together, and just playing defense, putting defense first to create our offense.
Appreciate it, DeAndre.
Thank you so much. All right.
Luka Dončić remains confident, but knows the Lakers must solve their third-quarter struggles. The Los Angeles Lakers may have come up short in their season opener against the Golden State Warriors. But one thing is undeniable, Luka Dončić looks ready to deliver his best season yet. In his debut for the Lakers, the superstar exploded for 43 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, and 2 steals in a hard-fought 10-point loss. Even in defeat, Dončić reminded everyone exactly why he's considered one of the league's most gifted players, and a serious MVP contender this season. After an off-season that boosted his confidence and focus, Luka looked every bit like the player Lakers fans hoped for. Still, as fierce a competitor as he is, Dončić doesn't take much comfort in personal stats when the team walks away with a loss. Even so, his belief in himself and his teammates hasn't wavered. After the game, Dončić made it clear that while the Lakers showed promise, they still have work to do, particularly when it comes to their recurring third-quarter issues. Obviously, we've got a lot of games ahead, 81 more, and of course we want to win every single one, Luka said after the game. There were a lot of positives tonight, and of course, plenty of things we need to fix, especially in the third quarter. We've got to figure that out. But my confidence is great. The third-quarter slump has been a long-standing problem for the Lakers, one that predates Dončić's arrival in Los Angeles. Head coach J.J. Redick has already emphasized that the team needs to address it if they want to reach their full potential, because until the Lakers can sustain their intensity after halftime, they'll keep leaving wins on the table. Still, there's a sense of optimism inside the locker room. The Lakers believe their struggles come down to execution, not effort, and those are problems that can be fixed. Dončić continues to trust that this group has what it takes to compete with any team in the league. Veteran guard Austin Reaves, who's seen these same issues in past seasons, echoed that sentiment, and took accountability on behalf of the players. "It's on us," Reaves said. "It's not about the coaches, it's about execution. We've got to come out stronger after halftime and keep that same energy." For Dončić and the Lakers, the message is simple: the potential is real, the belief is strong, and the goals haven't changed. If they can finally solve their third-quarter problem, this team might just become the powerhouse everyone expects them to be. In the days following the loss, conversations around the Lakers have centered not only on Dončić's dazzling debut, but also on the team's recurring inconsistency coming out of halftime, an issue that has quietly shadowed the franchise through multiple seasons. J.J. Redick didn't shy away from addressing it in his post-game comments. The rookie head coach, now navigating his first NBA season from the sidelines, was measured but firm in his assessment. "We came out flat in the third," Redick admitted. "It's been a theme we've talked about, and we've got to start matching urgency with execution. Luka gave us everything tonight, that's not the issue. We need collective focus when the momentum shifts. That's something we can control." Redick's remarks echoed what both Dončić and Reaves had already emphasized. The problem isn't talent, it's rhythm, communication, and accountability. The Lakers' first two quarters against Golden State showed flashes of dominance, with crisp ball movement and strong defensive rotations. But after halftime, the energy dipped, and the Warriors capitalized, turning a close contest into a double-digit gap the Lakers couldn't close. Around the league, analysts and former players have taken notice. ESPN's post-game panel praised Dončić's effort but raised questions about the team's chemistry and adjustment speed under Redick's new system. Several pointed out that while Luka's numbers were staggering, the Lakers' offense seemed overly reliant on him down the stretch. Longtime NBA analyst Tim Legler described it bluntly. "Luka's doing everything, scoring, facilitating, rebounding, but he can't be the only source of fire. The Lakers need someone else to stabilize those third quarters. Whether that's Reaves, Davis, or one of the role guys, somebody has to step up when defenses start loading up on Luka." Inside the locker room, however, the mood wasn't one of panic. Teammates spoke with calm determination, aware that early season struggles are part of building chemistry. Anthony Davis, who finished with a quiet 18 points and 9 rebounds, acknowledged that he needs to play with more aggression alongside Dončić. "We've got to complement each other better," Davis said. "Luka's been incredible, but we can't just stand around and watch him go to work. When we move, cut, and defend together, we're tough to beat. We'll fix it." The Lakers will have a quick chance to prove that. Their next matchup, a home game against the Phoenix Suns, offers a test of how quickly the team can adjust, particularly against another Western Conference contender with elite firepower. For Dončić, though, the message remains unchanged. Confidence, accountability, and leadership are his focus points. The 25-year-old knows that the Lakers' success won't come from highlight reels, but from consistency, possession by possession. "It's early," he said quietly after practice 2 days later. "We've got everything we need in this locker room. We just have to play smarter, especially after halftime. Once we fix that, I think people will see what this team can really do." If there's one thing the league has learned about Luka Dončić over the years, it's that he rarely lets frustration linger for long. The challenge now isn't proving how good he can be, it's proving how far he can take this Lakers team with him.